Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. We're back, ready to attack, and this time we're starting a new character. This should be Booms. Here come to Booms. And this will be Shimo. Okay. So this is what we have to start with. Actually, I should probably start with the body template. I think it's that one. I'll just save that really quick. Take a little look. All right, there we go. So we've got a nice base to start with. We're gonna go to Shift Control S. Actually, let's make sure our model is in here. There we go. So we'll do Shift Control S, send this over to client work. Here comes the Boom, Blender, Shimo, and we'll just save over that really quick. Okay. So now this is our actual starting point. And oh, I closed chat. Sorry. Skyfire, glad you like my new look. Absolutely, Skyfire. Hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. It's good to see an avatar matching your look. Look and vibe. Hearing something outside. Strange. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think they're washing the hallway. They have to be. Strange. Okay, what we're gonna do is start making this character. So I think I have the reference ready to go. Yes, perfect. This image not load. Get that. Interesting. It's not loading. All right, well, we'll start with this one. Or make a dragon lady. She's meant to be 6 feet tall. So let's just make sure that we do have something that's 6 feet tall to start with. It's 6 feet. It's a little bit tall at the moment. Then what I need to do for that, take the body, I have to apply the rig? Yeah. Apply rig. Oh, still waking up. I'm still jet lagged quite a bit. I don't think we'll need nails, actually. And we also have one more image. That one doesn't help as much. All right, I have another image on the line. But I guess I can't really share that one. Hello, Snarden. Welcome. We'll try downloading it again. This doesn't want to load, I guess. JPEG _large. Can we switch it to be a JPEG? I'll actually just copy paste it and then change the. Okay, fuck it. We'll just do a screenshot because I don't know why it doesn't want to work. There we go. Hello, Snardum. How's your weekend? How's your weekend? Well, it's only been the weekend. Funny. I mean, I wasn't here Thursday, Friday, but still went by pretty darn quick. We're making kind of a Godzilla-sized lady. Giantess, exactly. But lizard? Lizardish? Lizardish. Okay, well, we applied the rig there. I don't know why turning it back on moved it. Moved these objects. That's silly. Oh, because it got resized. Okay. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Been addicted to Blender, but also hating my hair, but going back and forth looking for the way. I just retweeted something that was pretty fascinating. A new method for rendering hair in real time. It's like pseudo mesh based, not quite actually mesh based, but pretty interesting. Let me show you. I don't understand why the Blender doesn't have something to make the hair system usable for game stuff. It takes so much effort / work to convert it. That's why I made that mesh hair groom asset, because I agree. I do think that it's so weird how we use modeling techniques for everything but hair. I want to like the hair assistant blender, has so much potential, but it's just not. But now it's all just in Blender. I'm okay with the sculpting. Yeah, check this out. So
we'll show you how to render that.
So it looks like
you see real-time high quality hair on camera. We'll show you how to render that, but hundreds of them in just a few milliseconds by generating hair on the.
So it's some sort of mesh-based system.
From a tiny amount of data and some styling parameters, we achieve more than 10 times faster rendering and 10,000 times less storage. You'll see it even runs on your phone.
But anyway, I'd like that in VR. I'd very much like that in VR. Hello, JW. Good morning. Give that to me. If they can run it on their phone, it should run in VR. Okay, now that we got the rig done, I'm going to turn it off. And we're going to start editing the body. First by, I should have just started with my Anthro base character. Still can. The same kind of rig. So I'm going to go over to Anthro base. We'll copy this. Actually, I should just start with this one. All right. All right, let's go back and overwrite this one again. And then we just want to drag our reference images back in. All right. We want something like this for the character. We can go ahead and go back to the rig. Edit it. Take our ear bones. Disable. Disable. Don't think we have to do too much more there. Adjust the tail in a little bit, but for now, match to rig. We'll need to go to the body, take the ear, and delete it. And then we'll close up this gap here. Not a very good cut, actually. It should be... Oh. Then She's got some pointies on her elbows. She's got normal human feet for the most part, except for the toes. She doesn't have a anthro bend to the leg. It's a pretty easy fix. We can just go ahead and go in here. Dissolve that. Collapse these. Right about there or something. Okay. But we do need the human feedback. So. I don't think she has beans. I'll just leave them in for now, though. Enjoyed some time off on the weekend. Been glued to Blender. Unity while away anyway. For me, if you're asking for me, no. No, I was pretty much just hanging out with family the whole weekend. Which is good. It was good to spend time with family and kind of relax. Duplicate this, separate it. Alt P, clear parent. Copy these. Go back to Shimo, paste them. Delete the foot. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy week for the most part. And should have copied the whole leg. Doesn't matter. Slightly more efficient way to do that, but don't need these because I'm going to turn these into claws. These I'll send to hidden for now. And I'd like to clear sharp. And we need a breast. She has pretty large breasts, so I'm going to. Oh, I've retook the one. But yeah, no work for me. I was definitely just kind of enjoying my time off, and maxing and relaxing. And it was a lot of travel too. We were just kind of on the move the whole time. Like, I flew out Thursday, and we traveled the whole of Thursday. And then we got to my family's house, and then from there we just hung out with more and more family as they arrived, and got kind of busier and busier in a good way, you know. Can I do, yeah, let's just select this and do flatten. Should be able to grid space these. All right, that should be better. Start of the breast. Gonna get things sized a little bit better. Too big, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. In fact, I should probably just select this and we should put our cursor right here. And then do Shift-Alt-S. That didn't work quite as well as I'd like. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Well, what about you? Would you just Blender for you for the weekend? It's kind of funny looking right now. Honestly, I have trouble doing anything else at the moment. Full on Blender addiction for the last 6 days straight. Oh, good. That's exciting. Embrace the addiction. All right, so we're going to do a backup copy right now. File, save, copy. Do Shimo, whip 01, basic sculpt. Select the mirror, apply, get rid of the subdivision, get rid of the rig for right now, and we're going to apply the multi-res. So I can subdivide, and we can start moving things around to more reasonable positions. Making the hip bigger. Straighter. But absolutely zero results visually so far. Bigger brain though. Hey, that's worth it. That is worth it for sure. Biggie brain. Biggie brain. My brain so big. There genuinely is just so much to learn with this kind of work. It's really hard to appreciate sometimes, especially from an outside perspective. It's just like an ungodly amount of things to learn. And it never stops. There's always more. Hello, Riso. Welcome. Hello, hello. How's everyone in the stream? Doing good. I'm doing good so far. Everyone else is having a good start to their morning too. At least I hope so. Hope you're having a good start yourself, Riso. Welcome. Also felt such a big oof when playing around in Cycles again for a bit. I had been so stuck in AVI for tune sheeting, I forgot how awesome Cycles is. Cycles is really awesome, and they have a lot of good features for tune style stuff as well. Have you been using AVI Next? Are you in the latest version, latest branch? I would assume you are. Ooh, the breast looks bad. I might just redo the whole breast, actually. Yeah, it looks really bad. Well, no, I have to sculpt it, so... Alright, well, we're stuck with this till we get something that looks a little bit more normal. More correct. They're definitely not quite the right shape. Number. It's honestly easier in cycles than EV. And yeah, I'm on 4.2 EV next. Well, I'm installing latest to try it out now. Exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time messing around with it myself. And EV Next is better. It's just different and feels more like cycles in a way. Also, the new GeoNodes updates looks nice. It does. We got a few new features, a lot of matrix stuff, if I remember correctly. Matrices. They need more resolution, I think, because they're just not quite working right. Just moving too much when I soften it. All right, better. Still needs a lot of work, but better for now. The special node for convert normals or something, but the rotation node, or what it saying wasn't what I needed. Some auto organization that I'm really looking forward to. Go ahead and select this part. Funny, I actually will be doing a few different dragon themed characters. I always feel like there's whenever I start working on a new commission or a batch of commissions, I do tend to get similar commissions all at once. Like they all have like that kind of like these are all going to be kind of dragon characters. It'd be funny. So the difference between these two faces is kind of intense. Got kind of like a rounded face here and then a very sharp face on this side. Which one is the correct one? A little bit like Barney right now. Actually, it's got spikes here. I'll need to edit the geometry. Low geometry. And this does seem to be kind of a smooth, very smooth gradient for the whole snout into the brow. We want this to be up towards the front. Head's small. Eyes feel like they're almost in the wrong spot completely. They need to be like here-ish. There we go. Muscular. Muscular. Damn, my brain is tired. Feel it. Move the cleavage up. Still so lumpy. I'll have to figure out how to fix that or be more accurate with that. Heads, well, I mean, the head feels pretty small in this drawing, but very pretty normal size on this one. So I think that for the size of the character right now, we should make it a little bit bigger. So what we'll do is go in here and then just 0.6. It's always hard to get eyes lined up on a face like this. Uh-oh. Better shape. Still not quite there, but it's better. Hello, Risa. A friend of mine jokingly got into a VTuber rap battle. I can't with this. Are they the VTuber that's rapping, or are they rapping about VTubers? You're gonna rap, and he's a VTuber, so yeah, VTuber rap battle. Exciting. Gotta get that diss track going. Seems to be in vogue these days. With was it Drake and Kendrick? A little bit taller on the neck and a shorter snout. A bit more like that. Is there a prize for the winning rapper? Winning tuber? Are there usually prizes? I suppose the prize is just having one. Hmm. The eyes are going to be very tricky. Beans? Oh. Okay, feeling a little bit more human now. Like my brain is finally waking up a little bit. The reason we did that is so we can get more resolution into the shoulder. Make the arm a bit more muscular. It's not really a problem with editing multi-res, you just have to be prepared to do a bit of fixing in the sculpt side of things. But it's pretty useful to be able to just add resolution as needed, add topology as needed. Oh, I want to take a nap. I would love to take a nap. That sounds so good. Also, someone gifted me this little Lego axolotl that I put together. It's very cute. Look at this. Look how cute that is. It was a pain to put together. Oops. Where's it? Oh, webcam. There we go. It's so bright right now. But look at this little axolotl. It was quite challenging to put together though. Because it's not quite Lego. Now you've seen your hands when 3D modeling. My God. Hands. Disgusting hands. Disgusting. I guess I could just do that. That would already be enough resolution there to make a little belly button. Make a little belly. belly button. Oh, she's got abs though. She's muscular. She's got like not just abs, they almost have like a scale line right here. Or the Control Z on this machine. In real life, there is no Control Z. No. You take that back. There's not enough resolution on the mouth here. So in order to do that, what I'll do is get K, put a cut right there. K, cut right here. Or no, I could select it like this, indent it. That's tough. Or take this edge and bevel it slightly, then take the outer edge, move it out. Before I do that, I should clear the seam, turn off the crease, then do that. That's still not giving me what I want. It's not giving me what I want. So what I want is suppose what I want. No, I want a loop. I want a loop. I want it to be able to loop around. That's the goal. In order for it to do that, oh, I'm really stuck on this in my head right now. Okay, let's I did like the just indenting it because I know that'd work. This we can indent. And then what we do, select the boundary loop. And dissolve them. Weird. So I wanted to. Strange. I guess I have to redo the mouth interior. That's fine. That'll be quick. That'll be quicker than what I'm doing right now. So we'll delete that. Take the mouth. Indent it. Delete the inner segment that we have. Yeah, I guess that is what we want. Let me take this, bring it in. Boom. Perfect. We can kind of just hit it with the loop tools, relax a little bit. Z. Like this. Because that way we can add more cuts here. That's the whole point. Maybe not the whole point. Big part of the point. And then we will crease, add a seam, extrude this, shrink it in, move it back, move it up, and then run one cut there. Platinum. Clear the seam. Clear this seam. Then we can take the top segment. And then like that. All right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. All right, that looks awful. So now we have to do a lot of cleanup in the mirrored version, or in the subdivision version. Why is that not mirrored? They do not match. Okay. So what we do now, apply the multi-res, go to the middle, select the middle, rip it, select this side, delete that. Then what we'd like to do is actually kind of sculpt everything back in place. I do not want to do a side view, or sorry, a front view. Only sculpting from the side, so I'm not moving anything incorrectly. There we go. Then we can use our inflate brush. Give the lips some thickness. Right around there. Good stuff. Let's make sure that middle edge lines up again. 0.6, flatten. And then we will add. I guess I could move this from the front a little bit. Cool. All right, that was a lot of work to do that, but it was worth it. Now we have a lot of resolution inside the mouth and along the lips that we can actually sculpt and move around, play with. As before, it was no good. In fact, I probably should go update my base model with that change, my base body template. I won't do that right now. Should happen, will happen. Not this second. Hey, Wendy, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Good morning. We're working on Lizard Lady. Giant Lizard Lady. This is her picking up Godzilla. What variety of reptile we're creating here? Biggie. So we're gonna add a mirror. Apply the mirror. And then bridge edge loops with a merge. Now the middle is merged again. Then we need to create a new folder, which we'll call data transfer. Put that above reference. Take this, duplicate, and send the duplicate to data transfer, which we'll call MR multi-res. Wait. Let's hide that. Because now we have to add the multi-res back to the body, and we can unsubdivide back to our lower res version, which I actually will keep here, I think. So that way we have a bit more edit. I won't go to the low poly. We'll just leave it on this one. Low poly. Though I probably will add a mirror mod back. Let's actually back up to when we have the mirror. here. Make that data transfer again. Large woman. Duplicate again, send over to data transfer, and hide that version. And then we will actually add the multi-res now, because that way I can apply it, and we can do our editing on this version, a mirrored version, because I want to add definition for collarbone, definition for abs, and more musculature as well. So decent amount of resolution, probably an ankle shape as well. Make the butt crease better too. Just some small edits. We also need a nostril. We need better eyes. These eyes kind of suck, honestly. Definitely not what we need. So I'm gonna take this, remove that. They're not terrible. They do need to be moved a little bit though. I think just move them over. So we'll do grid fill and slide relax. And there. Then pull this out a little. Yeah, we're starting from, I like starting from my bases, but it does give it a bit of, it's just, you can only push certain things so far before you just need to actually start editing and slicing and dicing. Kind of would work really nicely right here. I took this section. Here, it's kind of an odd, but it does have this kind of peak there. We'll just leave it as a whole right now. And then smoothing it. I think with that corner, we're going to get a really odd cut there. Okay, so not quite there. So I think it'd have to be here. When we do this cut. Because it can't be the front, that's where we had it before. Kind of needs to be the side, and then we just have to move a lot of the topology over. Or we adjust the base area. Adjust the base. Come back to that. We'll come back to that. For now, let's just get the general shape done. We definitely need more resolution on the back. So I think what we can do is select the kind of face loop. Right, that was a corner before. Just a face loop. Do this one. Maybe from here to here. Here to here. And here. Ah. Maybe even a little bit further back. We'll bevel. Get some extra resolution in there. I'm going to kind of move it back. Edit. Alt S it. So we can start pushing out this ridge. That. Then got these spikes here. There. And there's a split one. Another one, so I feel like this one here. Four, that's four. There. That's eight. I do this. It seems to be roughly the right shape. So yeah, we'll do that. Then that. Kind of hit in the right spot. Pretty close. And then got this gap in the middle. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. One's a bit smaller. Do this one. Yeah. Something like that. All right. And we can still add more resolution on the front, which is good. Because I want to make chin a little bit sharper. I kind of wish I had pulled this forward more. So I will. Hello, Kai. Welcome. How's it going? Well, good. Hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday. I just got back from my trip. Funnily enough, I'll be going on a trip next week, too. Too much traveling, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Not too much. It'll be good to see family. I'm just tired right now. Tis the time to see family, though. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Now that we have this opening, we'd like to create, first off, let's just connect what we know we want to connect with these. These should connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bridge. Ah. Bridge. Good. We know we want those to connect. Now we can add a cut here. Weird. That. Actually, may not even. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Funny. Didn't think about that when I extruded it. Okay, but now we have some extra resolution here. And I mostly would like to create a collarbone. kind of shape. By doing that, pushing it out a little, we can clear the crease, we can clear the seam. And we go in with some sculpting to actually kind of drive home the shape. Yep. Cool. All right. Good stuff. Looking a lot more shapely already. Good stuff. All right, now let's look at the tummy. The doom doom. How do we want to do this? Just got a lot of abs. I mean, I guess just a texture would be best. Just sculpt it in and go from there. Ugh. Also, she has spikes here, but she doesn't have like many spikes here. I'll have to double check with the client which one is closest, because these are there's some differences between these two images. Yeah, she's got like abs here. I think I will just we'll sculpt that in and do a texture instead of other stuff. I might as well just recreate it, honestly. Hello, Avara Katu. Welcome back. This Master Punkers, my back hurts just looking at them. Gotta make what the client wants. As you mentioned it, I'd like your opinion. When I do multi-res, I prefer a nice, even quad surface. As soon as I bring in more detail from the source mesh, I feel like I have to fight the multi-res deformation. For example, making muscles, the actual source mesh pop out more works against me. Right now, I've already broken the multi-res. The multi-res does fight that kind of change. I've already I worked a little bit with multi-res, and now I'm back to just a standard subdivision right now, and I'm just working at a higher res source mesh. So yeah, I do think that I'm not sure quite what to recommend in terms of like what the best solution is, but I do find I have to fight multi-res quite frequently. But it has some issues. It does. It really does. It's like very close to being perfect. I also am a little upset. One of my students asked me about this, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, why don't we have that? It's like there should be a multi-res mirror. We should have like the ability to mirror with the multi-res modifier. That just seems like such a standard, like that should just exist. Like that should, yeah. Why don't we have one? I don't know. I'm sure it's difficult to do, but uh, but that is what you'd want. Can we geonodes it? Well, you don't have. Don't you not have? You can't really work with a multi-res with geonodes, as far as I know. Kind of deflated the butt there. Butt deflation. Even so, when sculpting on the MR, it's hard not to get that edge in the middle. You just mirror in nodes. What I've been starting to do is not turn on off mirror merge in the middle. And just merging by hand or using the weld modifier. Just makes it a little bit easier to do. A little bit more accurate because the mirror merge by distance is a fickle beast, and it will very frequently betray you. It will betray you. We need some more res in the groin. Excuse the edit here, but we got to go in and get some more resolution in here. 2, 3. It should use a 2. That's right, because this is a square. Okay. 3, 2, 3. Pretty sure 3. Because that will actually get the resolution we require. There we go. That looks a little bit more normal. Pubis bone. Syndragos' voice. Have you ever used Tin Eye before? I think I made a mistake in using it since the UV maps don't seem to export well to Unity. Tin Eye. Reverse image search? Or is it a Blender add-on? Oh, sorry, I'm reading that as Tin Eye, but you're saying Tiny Eye. So when I use tiny my auto so I have my eye in here, and I don't use the geometry for the eye, but basically auto eye has this baking setup. So tiny eye. Is this auto eye? Oh wait, maybe I'm using auto eye. Gotcha. So yeah, tiny eye made by the same person, pretty sure. But auto eye, which they also sell or do not sell. I don't know. I got auto eye, tiny eye. But anyway, maybe this will help. But basically, with the auto eye, you want to bake out this texture. So this square here, I've just distended the eye in order to get this front on view, and then I just use a standard baking method. So you could just edit it so that there's flat lighting, right? And all you really want is this texture, and then an eye that works with that texture. This looks like the same creator though. Just the way they have it set up. Blender, tiny eye, big.
All right, just so you don't think that this is clickbait, let me just show it to you real quick. So get ready to timer 3, 2.
Okay.
Just both the iris and sclera.
Wow, this person's
baked and fully set up.
kind of annoying, but that's okay.
The Tiny Eye Bake add-on is now available for free and will be included in the Tiny Eye library on my Gumroad. And this was all possible thanks to Santiago 109.
Okay, so there's a bake version in there. I would just take a look at that file and see what they're doing in there. My guess is though that the version that they're using in Blender is not compatible with Unity directly. Because like for this version here, and this is auto eye, it's different. It's a different eye, but they have multiple materials and I believe multiple UV maps. Yeah. So you need to make a version of the eye that's just for Unity. So I would make sure to edit it and get rid of any materials, but basically the auto eye version or tiny eye version, I don't use. I make a version that I know is going to export and work well with this texture that I bake here. But again, I'm not quite familiar with TinyEye. Hopefully that's there's something maybe a little bit easier to mess around with there. It looks good though. Seems like there's a ton of options too. Use a transparent cover of the iris, which seems to be what throws Unity off. Yeah, and that's kind of what I usually don't use any sort of like fake. I guess that's the cornea. I don't use any cornea type thing. I just use a solid. Let's see. Do I have it here? I just use this. It's a little broken in the middle right now, but I just use a UV sphere with a UV map like this, so that it works with my texture. So you just project the front side, fill up most of the space at the front side, and then the back side, again, it's a little broken right now, but the back side I just put to the edge, because you're really not going to see the back of the eye in Unity that often. Is that why transparent lens cap have become a common thing? It does make the eye look more realistic. Like that is kind of how the eye works. So I think that if you're looking to achieve a realistic eye, that is kind of the direction to go to eventually get a very, very realistic eye, is to add that kind of transparent cap. I kind of prefer to go to the other direction, which is just have a sphere, a normal sphere, and then usually use the Poyomi shader to kind of and a fake depth going into the eye, rather than having the eye poke out. Because usually the eyeball actually does look like this. Like that's kind of what the eye actually looks like. Very annoying for some transparency effects. Rather fake that with the shader, 100%. Yeah, I think that is less. That's a funny face here. I do think that just using a shader and kind of faking things works a little bit nicer. All right. So a little more work on the groin here. All right, so now we need to figure out the abs. I think we'll want some, like this middle edge, I would like to have some geometry to imply that. We're gonna redo the belly button, because I indented it, but I don't think we're gonna use that right now. Bring it back to the original. Original geometry here. That. And then what we'll do is take kind of this whole square, maybe even a little bit further over. Like right here, and we'll indent it. This is not to make every ridge, it's just to kind of get some extra topology in there. Give it some sort of bump. Yeah. And then we'll do the belly button again. Should be 1, 2, 3. So 1. Let's say 1, 2, 3. It's right in the middle of those. Or actually, in this case, she has 4 abs. 4 abs. Sorry, 11:20. That's fine. So I'll just put it right there. One more. Like this. Hmm. Something a bit like that. Okay, good. And then I would like a little bit of an ankle. We're doing 3 levels. Just doing 2. Whatever. We'll leave that out. And more of a texture thing. Okay, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Focus on the tail a little bit. And I think what I'd like to do is take this section, hit O, Alt S, and make it a bit bigger. I shrink this one down. Up. Nice little curve. Still doing quite good on the vertex count. But, excuse me. And we're gonna delete those, redo them. Should have kept it, kept that one. Oh well. Make a cube. Actually, I could just yeah, I'll just duplicate. Put that down over here. Put that down right there. Put that down right there. Perfect. Good stuff. All right, I feel like we're getting set up for success here. Getting a lot of good shapes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would work if I did that. Get a little bit more indentation on the back. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, that looks pretty good. Yeah. And then here. We'll do a bevel. All right. Then we'll use slide relaxed. The topology looking good. I'm gonna use inflate. Pump it up, smooth it. Yeah. Doesn't look super good, to be honest. They are gone. They have been dealt with. The hammer! I just need even more resolution on the thigh. Yeah, I'm gonna do even another set of cuts. Just need more res on the thigh. Just not smooth enough. Not smooth enough. Might even give the butt more definition too. Yeah, I will. I think I will also give the butt a little bit more of a crease. This. I'll just give more of a defined butt crease. All right, looking pretty shapely right now. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I might redo the breast. But have more. I don't know if I need too much more resolution here. Meh. Meh. Actually, what might be nice is having more of a crease here. That. Because then I can put that there and then space this out nicely. Get a lot more even topology. It's still great. Greet. Nice booba crease. Okay, things are looking good. Feel like our low poly resolution is getting good. Getting good. But crease and booba crease. No, that's just how it goes. And let's get a few more creases in the neck too. Or a bit more resolution, I should say. Okay, she should be more muscular though. She's got some muscle, so in addition to what we've already added, actually this crease is on the wrong side. I'll have to redo the hand. Yeah, that's okay. Figured that out in a little bit. The reason I'm doing 3 cuts is so if we ever need to unsubdivide it, I will have the correct amount. Do so. I will have added the correct amount. I think. Well, we'll find out. Not too worried. I really am not going to bring the character below this level, at least for the PC version. It's just going to be this Okay. So for the arm, we'll want 1, 2, 3, 4. This. Maybe a little bit more. Both sides. We'll indent. Slap in a crease. Actually, I'll extrude. Whoa. Why? And then we can go in with some smoothing. And voila. I am just using my mouse right now, but switch over to mine. The one in just a moment. One, two, three, four. One, two. Okay, perfect. All right. Very cool. Forearm. She doesn't have a very large forearm, but I will just give it a few more creases here. And just make it a little bit more shapely. All right. Good stuff. So I think what we'd want to add in addition is a crease here, right here, in the groin, and the top of the thigh and the groin. Already got one for the butt. Ankles. And I guess the hands do need some additional resolution as well on the knuckles. And then the face. Nostril. What else? Not too much more. Look at the avatar proportions. I'm not a furry, but that's how it starts. That's how it begins. You've already been tainted. No, I get it. It's all about the memes, the delicious memes. I really need to double check because this face is very different from that face. So which one is closer? I think I'll hold off on doing anything more on the face until I confirm that with the client. Wait until he adds the physics. Them fizzies. Them fizzy bones. One, two, three, four. Well, she's gonna have a nose either way, so I will add the nose now. And I will wait. I changed my mind again. Changed my mind again. Again and again. Birds have already taken over the entire back end of the internet. Soon, we'll rule the world. Oh. Hmm. That she looks good. I think the edits I'm doing to get the normals in are working very well. Most furries are cool people. People cool. All right. Pretty good. Relatively high triangle count already. But we're doing pretty good. We're not even halfway through our budget yet. And the clothing will be pretty minimal, so I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. wanted to add like a crease on the groin here. I don't know if I'll be able to though. I don't think it's going to work as I would expect. I think we'll just have to do normals. Normal sculpting, or textures. Seems like furries were very busy last 2 weeks ago when all the IT departments in the world were had to do the crowd strike, deal with crowd strike issues. Furries saved us. They banded together. All right, good stuff. A little too much here. All right. 11:50 already. Days just flying by. Let's get the hand wrapped up and then I'm going to call it a day. I will be teaching class later for any students that are out there. But this will be the only stream for today. But I'll be back tomorrow for more. The CrowdStrike outage was insane. It should never have happened. I don't disagree. But hopefully it gives corporations makes them reconsider using such software. Never allow same-day updates on important PCs. For an important PC that runs an important system must have automatic updates turned off. That's some basic IT knowledge developers should know. Well, certainly it's going to be ingrained in them now. Hmm. Is this right? I put in these in the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sure. Whatever. It'll be easy to fix later if I need to. I feel like there definitely should have been more gaps there. Yeah, it should be at least one tube in between. Okay. That. Yeah. Okay, that's better. You update it well when you truly need it and you're please sure others you're leaving. Update what can happen to the system. Also, having a fail-safe system on an alternate OS is vital for systems that cannot go down. I don't know. Does anyone here know who Jonathan Blow is? He's an indie developer. Hello, Orokash Grogash. Welcome. Quite the name. Have you come by before? Well, yes. he's pretty controversial a lot of the time. I think kind of relishes that a little bit. But he had a very interesting talk about the quality of software and just how poor it is these days. Kind of equated it to the collapse of trade in previous civilizations. Kind of an interesting thought, a little more relevant now. And just watch in silence, honestly. Yeah, that's totally fair. And hello, Spixie. Welcome. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you. I did. I'm still jet lagged. Still pretty jet lagged, but I'm surviving. But thank you. Good work on your avatar, by the way. Despite my distaste for him, I still put The Witness in my top 3 games. Call me Oro. It's easier. Hey there, Oro. Yeah, he's funnily enough very much a blowhard. His name's Jonathan Blow. But he has some very interesting perspectives. He is pretty good at putting his thoughts together. However, whether or not you agree with them, he does do a good job of putting his thoughts together. And one thing that the kind of state of software that he discussed a while back was super interesting. He thinks very highly of himself. I don't disagree. Figured I'd ask, would you answer 3D art questions? Depends on the nature of the question. I'll help with things if I can, if I have the time for it. I will be ending the stream in just a little bit because it is lunchtime for me. And I'll be back tomorrow. But even if he doesn't answer, you might trigger chat into answering. Very true. Very true. Yeah, we're a little community here. I have a question regarding Instamat. Does it find the cage automatically within the same folder because it baked without me assigning it when I tried? It's so odd. So there is no direct assignment for the cage in Instamat. What you want to do is in your low poly object, you want to include the cage object with the suffix _cage. I don't think what it's named before that matters. It just needs that _cage part. I usually keep them named the same. But yeah, you'd want like cube _cage, but it should be in the same FBX file as your low poly. Otherwise, it's just going to use the standard cage settings, like the standard displacement settings that most bakers use or have. Yeah, do you have a question, Oro? There's something you wanted to ask? Look pretty good. Boobs are a little funny still, but those might take a little while to dial in correctly. Finally returned to that Minecraft Dragon Survival texture project, posted an updated whip in our chat. Let's take a look. Let me just hit this first. Here. Get that topology evenly spaced. Okay. Yeah, she does look good. Nice. Hey, that looks great. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oops, sorry. It's already on. I like the little face. Is it a rideable dragon? Or is it the Ender Dragon? Question is above. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, you know what? I don't think it showed up in Restream. Let me double check my Twitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for some reason it didn't show up in my aggregate chat. Neither did Spixie's message, where he said, oh, it wasn't included. That's what's so interesting. It still worked like in the image. Fascinating. Yeah, Spix. Restream chat is frustrating because it does miss things sometimes. Just trying to find info or videos on the process of making good texture maps. Currently been trying to do the auto skinner. They seem messy. Well, those are kind of two things, right? So first you have painting an image, and second you have rigging. So when you say auto skinner, I'm assuming you mean like rigging object, or no, sorry. That's right. Skinning is also referred to as I'm getting those confused. I always do very square maps. So this is not the best example because it's still a work in progress, but you can kind of see what I would do here. So I think maybe the arm here is not a bad view. But if we do something like this, you can see how I make it very square. And this is not an auto thing. This is me doing it manually. And the main key really is just that because you're working with a square mesh, everything is squares, you really do want to make your object square because that alleviates a lot of problems. Other than that, it's really just slicing. Like if you're going to just use the standard auto slicer, you're really just kind of leveraging how things work. But the main thing is if you're first getting into skinning is that you can pin things. So these red dots here, these are pinned. So for example, if I have a cube and I pin this edge and I pin this edge, you have to have at least 2 pins for this to happen. You can then kind of, sorry, mark the seams there. Then you can adjust your maps. So if you pin them, you can kind of start adjusting them, or even you could take this whole square, pin it, and start moving it. So that way you can keep certain things pinned, and if you turn on live unwrap, you can start really kind of playing with the shape of your map and get a good feel for what it looks like. Second is I would add a texture, like this grid texture here, to actually see the placement, how things are stretching. Because you can kind of see, oh, based on this image, it stretches here. It stretches in this section, and then it squishes here. Or it's just totally distorted here on the breast. Those kinds of things. It'll give you good insights into what's going on with your rig. So for example, here, if I do this, Alt P, unwrap, then we can see that it's looking a lot better. Playable Dragon, oh, very cool. Oh, sorry, I missed a question. It's a bad episode said make my own tools, automate workflow instead of spending 15 minutes doing something. I prefer to spend 2 hours developing the tool. So when that moment, once fully developed, only takes me 1 minute to do the job instead of 15 minutes. I think that's fine. That's the thing I need to try. Thanks. Absolutely, Oro. I wish you well with your skinning, your unwrapping there. It's definitely an interesting process and a bit unintuitive. It's a bit unintuitive to start with. So I wish you well. Definitely feel free to come on by if you have any other questions. And I'll actually be unwrapping this character probably tomorrow. So if you want to check the VOD or swing by tomorrow, you should get a good idea of what's going on here. All my streams are saved on YouTube as well. But it is 12:06 for me, y'all. Might be here for notes. Yeah. I have a lot of VODs on YouTube. Whoa, it's a little disorganized and long form, but the info is there. Always curious what your final UVs look like with the stretching shown. I'm assuming they're cleaner than my intuition would guess. I can show you one of a character I did recently. We'll do. I have run more here. Go to. And more. So for this character, so for example, the body, that's a little disorganized because of a shader setup I have, but you can kind of see it here. Let's see, maybe one of my other UV maps is better. So I kind of pull it apart later. Let's just do. There we go. Everything's back into place. That's pretty good. In display, can you show the stretching? Yeah. So nothing too bad. Only the borders is really where it shows up, or corners. But the thing is, stretching doesn't necessarily mean better mapping. I always play close attention when you wear and wrap. Helps me a lot when I'm making clothes. Good, good. Yeah, for what I do, it's really the main goal is just to make let me make a new, oh, there we go. New AVI and do image. Make it better for painting. Make it easy to paint. I like to use the map to see the stretching a lot better. I feel like this gives me a much more intuitive way to understand if it's working or not. And again, one of the main benefits is that it connects. I mean, you can hardly see the seam here. Barely see it. Yeah. The main issues are usually like if a tube narrows down, so like on the arm here, it goes from wide to thin, and so you can see it stretches more on the top of the arm, top of the shoulder, I should say. Yeah, pretty minimal overall. There's no such thing as perfect UVs, though, unfortunately. Just nosy, thank you. Absolutely, absolutely. If I load a 2K pixel image on a graphics card, I want to make it snort every last pixel to show me something on screen. I just somehow always expect to be much farther distorted for whatever reason. Gotcha. Certainly, some things can be. This gets a little chunky here on these tufts. Kind of see the jagged. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Got to go get my run in, but thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for checking in with me this morning. Glad to be back. Though again, next week I will also be gone. So it's going to be an odd month. After that, I will be back to my normal schedule for quite a few months. But I will be here this week. For anyone new here, I will be streaming again tomorrow. I stream every weekday. You can always catch me on YouTube or Twitch. And yeah, definitely hit that follow, subscribe, and yeah. Thank you for checking also my Gumroad would be fun to check out if you're looking for any free VR chat assets. That's just linked down below on my Twitch. Missing you already? Oh, thanks. Sam, it's really nice to be here with you. Missing you already. Well, I will be here soon, and we'll be kicking butt, making cool Blender projects. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy the Blender class. Have a good one. Thank you, JW. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Ariso. And thank you, Snardom. Everyone else that's lurking. Hope you're having an amazing day. Oro, Arctic, perhaps. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye.